the place for comic book and anime reviews.
Welcome to the Brother Campbell 12 YouTube channel, paying for your comic book anime reviews. Here's my review for Death Metal #1, the big sequel to Dark Nights Metal, but it's basically going to make an encore, and it's going to focus on Wonder Woman, pretty much. Although I still have some, reservations about that, especially looking at the music video that was also released for it, which definitely focuses heavily on Batman a little bit, while still having a lot of Wonder Woman in there. But this issue definitely felt like a Wonder Woman book, and I really appreciate that. And it felt like Scott is definitely using the, kick butt, powerful warrior aspect of Wonder Woman in this book, which is really neat to see. A lot of times, a lot of writers focus on different parts of Wonder Woman's history and who Wonder Woman is. Scott Snyder doing what makes sense for Metal, which is the focus on the warrior aspect of her, and we get to see, a little bit of stuff is going on with the universe right now, and things are not quite the same. This definitely takes place right after everything happened with Perpetua and the Justice League. And in fact, this very much focuses heavily on that. In fact, it is very, very essential that you at least read Scott Snyder's Justice League to understand the rest of the story. Because this really is a continuation of that. Because as we all know, Justice League kind of lost. No, they lost in the Justice League, and pretty much took over the world, and things were not very happy. And this is kind of the aftermath of that, in which the world is kind of under the oppression of Perpetua and the Batman who laughs, pretty much. And the world not looking great. Themyscira has basically become a hellscape now, and a lot of bad things are going on. Joker is still being the Joker. He's still acting very maniacal and crazy. And I also will say that this book definitely attempts to create a close connection with Doomsday Clock. That's one of the big criticism of Justice League by Scott Snyder. It was going to say them as Doomsday Clock, which was saying Dr. Manhattan controlled the universe, while Scott Snyder was saying Perpetua created the universe. And so everyone was talking about those clashing ideas. Well, in this Dark Death Metal, which I do appreciate, they do try to connect those two things together. They do try to make Doomsday Clock important, and along with making Scott Snyder Justice League important, make sure they still both exist in the same universe. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that attention to continuity and making sure that everything in the end matters in some form of way. I really respect that. I really enjoy that aspect of this story. And it definitely adds a little bit more to my enjoyment factor of this story. So, yeah, I definitely really enjoy those aspects of it. That being said, the whole Blue Wally thing with Dr. Manhattan and Wally being connected together, people were saying bad things about that. And before I was kind of indifferent to it. I didn't really know where it was going to go. Seeing it in this story, my reaction to it was complete and utter hatred and disgust at this idea. I really wanted to talk about this because, Watchmen is a very seminal graphic novel and was trying to use politics and these concepts in order to tell a really pertinent story. And seeing it being used in such a way by DC Comics, by putting Dr. Manhattan with Wally West, it felt wrong. It felt really distasteful, and it was everything that I did not want to happen with Doomsday Clock. And seeing it here in this story felt really horrible and disgusting. I did not like it at all. I did not enjoy, seeing Wally West with that blue tint around his face. It basically he's still on the top like Wally West, so it's obviously that this is Wally who's talking. It's not Dr. Manhattan who's talking. And that just made it worse for me. That just made me hate it even more. It just made me cringe at all the dialogue that was coming out of Wally's mouth. And I completely hated it. I absolutely, positively hated seeing that happen. in this book. Like it was terrible. It was really awful. But yeah, but overall, the actual book itself, it's a pretty decent start for this new event. Like I'll say I did enjoy the actual content of the story, and I definitely can't wait to see where Scott Snyder goes with it. I just had to bring up that criticism, and it's not really criticism of Scott Snyder as much as the criticism of just DC Comics and using Wally West to that end. Just a bad thing overall. So there we go, Death Metal number 1, you guys. Let's come on to talk about Death Metal, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.